We're sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled chemistry class with this breaking news.
It seems like Dmitri Mendeleev and Henry Moseley have made some of the most unforgettable, impossible, super spectacular contribution to our knowledge of atoms.
Starting with Dmitri Mendeleev, a Russian chemist born on February 8, 1834 in Tobolsky, Siberia, somehow figured out a way to arrange elements by their increasing atomic weight, but we will get into that in just a minute.
Moving on, Henry Moseley was born on November 23, 1887 in Weymouth, Dorset, England, which happens to be the same day when I was born, but just a little off by 115 years. No biggie. He reported that the corresponding lines in the X-ray spectra are proportional to the squares of whole numbers that are equal to the atomic number plus a constant.
Going back to what I said earlier, Dmitri Mendeleev found that elements had different atomic weights, so he began to arrange the elements by the precision, and this was the discovery of the periodic law. This law eventually led to more information concerning the atomic structure of the atom, because of the way he had originally set up the systematic table.
Wow, that seems interesting, but what experiments led him to this discovery of the atomic structure?
Well, while writing the chapter on halogen elements for his second book about organic chemistry, Mendeleev began to compare properties and notice similarities in the progression of atomic weights. He then arranged the elements into groups and later organized those groups as well. But I just don't know how he did it.
Oh, that's easy. Most of Mendeleev's works included him comparing elements for their atomic mass in order to place them correctly on his very own version of the periodic table. I wonder what Henry Moseley contributed to the understanding of the atom.
Well, Mansi, according to my research, Moseley mentioned in a paper he published that between aluminum and gold, there are 3 unknown elements. Also, he had come up to a conclusion that there are 92 elements up to, and this included uranium and 14 rare earth elements.
Wow, talk about element of surprise.
Anyways, his table looks very different from today's version. He also made another major contribution. How about you tell them about it, Mansi?
Oh, that's right. Henry Moseley also established a discovery which came out to be known as Moseley's laws. As mentioned before, this law relates the frequency of the spectral lines of the characteristic X radiation of a chemical element to its atomic number.
Moseley's law? Wow, when I come up with a discovery, I'm going to name it Laura's law.
Ahem, Laura. I think you're getting a little off topic. Not everything has to be about you.
Oops, my bad. So how exactly did this law come into existence?
Moseley's experiments consisted of using an electron gun to fire at different samples of elements and study their X-ray. Successfully, during his series of experiments, Moseley found a relationship between the frequency of the corresponding lines in the X-ray spectra.
Wow, that's great. Oh no, it seems we're getting an update about both scientists. Sources are telling us that although Mendeleev and Moseley never worked together, they are somehow connected through their studies.
What? How could this be? Wait, I'm getting a word that after Mendeleev created the first periodic table of elements, Henry Moseley created the rule that the atomic number represents the number of positive charges within the nucleus of an atom.
Yes, and I'm hearing that without the discovery first made by Mendeleev, Moseley would not have been able to arrange the table and eventually develop the application of X-ray spectra to study atomic structures.
Are you sure these two never worked together?
Nope.
Wow, all this breaking news is making me curious about one more thing.
What's that?
What else do we know about these two fascinating scientists?
Good question. Well, we know that Mendeleev started writing articles on popular science and technology for journals and encyclopedias as early as 1859 as a way to earn money.
That's right, and in total Dmitri published 400 books and articles, and a lot of his unpublished writings are still kept at St. Petersburg State University and the Dmitri Mendeleev Museum today.
Very impressive of him.
Yes, I agree. So what else?
Well, not only did Mendeleev do things outside of the science world, Moseley did too.
Oh yeah, that's true. In 1910, Moseley was appointed as a lecturer in physics in Ernest Rutherford's laboratory at the University of Manchester.
Correct. He worked until the outbreak of World War I, when he entered the army.
Unfortunately, during the War of Gallipoli, he served as the technical officer when tragically he died in the Battle of Suvla Bay at the age of 27.
Wow, The science world really experienced a great loss in that battle.
Atoms
Are
everywhere. They are a part of everyday life, even if you don't realize it. Yes, who knows what else Moseley could have accomplished if it weren't for that event.
Well, that's all we have for you today, folks.
That concludes today's report. I'm Mansi Patel.
And I'm Laura Moran.
And we're signing off.
Make sure to tune in next time for more information from your two favorite news anchors.
Bye. Wait, we almost